Hello guys, long time no see. I haven't posted anything anywhere in so long, but we are just jumping right into it like nothing's changed. I'm using this kit from Sabine Elise Designs. I think it's called like All Neutral or something like that. I don't know. I don't think it's English, might be French, who knows. But this is a kit I've had for a while, so I'm not sure it's on her shop anymore, but I'll leave her shop linked down below. I'm starting out with date covers or headers like I do every time, and I resized them so that way all I would have to do is crop them and not have to resize them every single time I did every single day. But anyways, I guess I'll fill you guys in a little bit about where I've been. If you follow me on Instagram, I did a post the other day talking about why I've been MIA for so long, and basically, if you guys don't know, I think I mentioned in a video previously, I got married in September, so I was away a little bit during that time, just kind of dealing with the wedding and then the honeymoon and all of that. And then in around the holidays, we decided that we wanted to move. So we previously lived in the Kansas City area. My husband and I have been living there for work for the past about 3 years. He's from Kansas and I'm from Indiana, and we met at work. And we decided after we got married that we wanted to move back to Indiana, where my family's from. It was a very big change. Obviously, work changed, everything like that changed. So it's consumed my life. We had to sell our house in Kansas City, and now we live in small town Indiana near my family and ready to start making our own family. If you guys have families of your own or kids or anything like that, you might know that it's kind of hard without your family, your parents around. And I know that there are wonderful people that do that, but I just knew I didn't have the strength, especially with my first kid, to start a family not with my family nearby. So before we did that, I wanted to make the move and get settled back in my hometown by my parents, so we did that. But yeah, like that, I said what that meant was we had to sell our house. I quit my job. My husband now works from home, so he works for the same company in Kansas City, but now just from our small apartment, and we're trying to get adjusted and settled here. So life is very, very, very different at the moment, and I had to take some time away from planning since this is more of a hobby for me. I didn't want it to consume my life while I was trying to do everything here. But anyways, we are back into planning. Planning is going to be very experimental here for a while. Firstly, I'm trying to figure out how the heck to digital plan again. Every time I pick it up, I have to retrain myself, rethink about how things are done, find all my stickers, because half the time I don't remember what I have, and kind of figure it out. But also planning in general is going to be experimental because I don't really know what I'm doing day to day anymore. Life has changed a lot. I'm working for my parents, but other than that, I kind of just do what I want. My routine is different, and I'm very routine driven, as I'm sure some of you other planner people out there are. So I'm trying to figure out what I need to document every day in my planner. So far, I put but first coffee. I put that every Monday, and I guess I'm not changing that now. And then on Monday, I also knew I needed to get some work for my parents done, so I went ahead and put a little work chubby in there. You can get those at my shop, which I'll have linked down below, as well as this planner and this sticker book. Everything's basically from my shop unless I say otherwise. I'll try to shout out whoever else I'm using, but all of these little chubbies, the little white, like, I don't know what they are, fat little ghost things. I don't know, they're my chubbies. You can find those on my shop. But I'm using this Create with Pen sticker. This is her Tinta, and I don't know what she calls her boyfriend version, but I wanted to mark down that I had to finalize some details for a wedding that I'm shooting this weekend. I do videography on the side, so I have a wedding on Friday, and I needed to finalize all the details for that. The Tinta sticker, I believe that's her name, came from I think it was a digital vellum, and it had a transparent background, so it was really easy for me to just crop those down, and now I utilize them as little sticker icons. Then after that, I wanted to mark down that I had to edit, so I put down an edit script and that camera, which both come in my camera icons set from my shop. And then I used the movie marquee from the kit and freehand cut around it so that way I could get rid of that white edge, and mark down that we were going to have a Royals watch party at my parents' house. The Royals don't normally play the Cubs, which, you know, the Cubs are who we cheer for here in Indiana usually, but they were playing the Cubs during spring training, so we kind of wanted to have a watch party since my parents and my family here in Indiana, they are Cubs fans and we are Kansas City Royals fans, so we had to mark down that we were going to have that watch party. Then on Wednesday, I'm using one of the pink icons from the kit, or labels, I guess you are, with the little star, and marking down that, what am I marking down? I forget. I'm using this Pizza Kitten Doodles, something like that. I'll leave her shop link down below. These are her little Vega icon face people things. I don't know. I love them. Oh, yes. I wanted to mark down that we can get free ice cream on Wednesday at Dairy Queen. I think that's everywhere. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But we got free ice cream on Wednesday, so I wanted to mark that down. Super exciting. Other than that, I didn't have much planned. Don't know what I was doing, so I was just going to plop this full box in here. And I knew I wanted to mark Wine Wednesday as well, so I had to squeeze that in down there at the bottom. So I'm trying to crop this and fit everything in that I want. I also put down that we had an appointment on Wednesday to get new internet coming from the Kansas City area where we could have Google Fiber, and then back to small town Indiana where 40 meg internet is fast, which, you know, in my mind it is not. We've been trialing and erring with lots of different internet companies, and we finally found one that will eventually be able to offer us fiber. They can't right now, so we're going to go ahead and switch over to them, so that way when they can offer us fiber, we already have this company and we're ready to go. The computer icon that I used for that is from my work stickers in my Etsy shop, and then I used the little wine chubby and the wine script that come from my wine stickers set in my Etsy shop. Then on Thursday, I'm just copying that I want to edit again. I have a vlog that goes live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you guys aren't subscribed to my vlog channel, it's linked down below in the description as well. So check that out. We recently started posting a lot more regularly since I don't have as much typical 8 to 5 work to do. I can focus on our vlogs. So I just copied what I had put down on Tuesday and pasted that on Thursday. Then I wanted to mark that my little sister had her first softball game of the season, so I used my chubby with the sunglasses to mark that. And it took me a little bit to decide how I wanted to write it. I wrote it a couple of times before I finally was like, okay, good enough. Then I'm filling in the rest of this space with a full box, again cropping it multiple times to kind of make it fit the way I want. I'm marking down on Friday here at the very top that it's my husband and I's 6-month anniversary. I know, cheesy and all, but you know, when you're within your first year, those little tiny, you know, halfway point anniversaries are really sweet. So we were going to go see a movie, but then I booked this last minute wedding to film, so we're not going to do that anymore, but I'm sure we'll celebrate somehow. I wanted to make a checklist for that wedding I had to film on Friday, and so I put the box heart checklists in there and I cropped it down to 3, and then I'm using a little label here to mark down wedding to do, so that way it said it at the top so I knew what this to-do list was for. Some things I have to do when I prep to film a wedding are charge all of the batteries. Literally everything has to be charged. I think the batteries is one of the things I'm most paranoid about, so I charge them all, make sure they're charged. I pack up all my stuff, and then I also have to make sure I clear out all of my memory cards so I have plenty of storage space to work with and don't ever have to run out. Then I'm flipping through my entire sticker book for probably the 3rd time in this video to kind of remember what I have and figure out what I want to place. I found this pink little paper clip on one of my pages and I thought it matched really well. The pink is almost perfect, so I went ahead and placed that down. You can actually get these paper clips for free if you are part of my Facebook page. Just head on over to Facebook and like my Facebook page, and there'll be a link there for you to download some free items that I have available. I used to do a freebie Friday every single Friday. I'm going to try to bring that back, but for now you can still access any of my old freebies. They'll be there on my Facebook page. And then I'm using another one of these Pizza Kitten Doodle Vega girls to mark down that I had a wedding that day. On the weekends, I don't really plan much. I don't really know what goes on during the weekends. I mean, I don't really know what goes on during the weeks anymore either. But the weekends for sure are kind of up in the air. My husband doesn't work on the weekends, so we don't really know what we're doing. We just kind of fly by the seat of our pants. And so I marked down that a bill was due and then filled in the rest of the spot with a full box. On Sunday in the past, one of my main things that I mark here are my dinners. I could probably mark this in any of the white space to the left of the Sunday, but I like filling up Sunday since I don't normally have plans. If I have plans on Sunday, I'll put this like in the white box to the left of this because it's just kind of an extra space to mark things like dinners and whatnot. But for me, it works out, and so I mark my dinners on Sunday and then usually place a habit tracker. I placed down a full heart checkbox, and then I realized this kit had these Monday through Sunday stickers, so that works better for a dinner schedule. So I put that down and put the habit tracker below it. And this week for my habits, I'm going to actually just broadly mark the word work. Since I don't have a typical 8 to 5, sometimes I feel like I'm not doing anything all day, even though, maybe I am getting some work done. It's just not normal. So I wanted to make sure that I was documenting when I did work, just to almost just make me feel better. Not that I necessarily needed to keep track of it as a habit, but more or less so that way I could remember, okay, yeah, I did do work today, even though I don't feel like it. I got things done that I needed to. The blank spot on the far left of the page there for the week, I'm marking down this week's habits. I always use the washi from the kit to fill in the gaps above and below and kind of cover up the word notes, since I don't use it as a note-taking spot. And then on the extra section over there, I wanted to just fill it up with deco. This is one of my favorite things to do. It's really basic, and I just plop it down there and I go, good enough. So this is my spread for the week. I hope that you guys like it. I really like these colors in this kit. Head on over to Sabine Elise Designs if you like it too. I have a 20% off coupon, and I'll link it down below. You can check out her shop and get a discount there. If you aren't already following me on Instagram, please make sure to do so. Again, linked below in the description. Anything you need will be linked below. And then comment if you missed me. Comment what you guys want me to use in my next weekly spread. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!